With my hoodie pulled over my head, I sneaked out of the apartment. Sneak might have been too strong of a word, as my mother wasn't in the apartment we had been sharing this winter break. In fact, she had been gone most nights. During our dark magic training sessions, I wanted to ask her where she was going, what she was hiding from me. But since our relationship had always been tense, I was afraid that if I pushed her, she would hide even more things from me. I stopped by the front door of the apartment building and glanced around before stepping out. It was early evening, and soon the sun would be down, bringing foul and evil things. I wasn't afraid of muggers. I was sure I could take those if they tried something funny. But I couldn't say the same about demons. Since my mother had been fired from the academy, she had decided not to live in Shasharvier, where all the retired demon hunters lived, because she thought we would be ostracized. Since she had admitted to teaching me dark magic and forbidden spells, and the fact that I had performed them, she was concerned that the residents of Shasharvier might not be welcoming. So she rented us an apartment in West Hill, the small town where I had gone on a date with Harvey, and we ended up smuggling Farah out of town during a demon hunter raid with Ray's help. West Hill was close to the Blackthorn Hunters Academy and Shasharvier, but the chances of meeting random demons were much higher. My mother had found a witch to spell our apartment to make it harder for demons to find us. After all, I still had the damn mark on my wrist that branded me as the Supreme Demon's daughter, and that freaking mark called to demons. But once I was out of the apartment, the protection was gone. But it was that, or I wouldn't see him. Keeping my senses alert, I walked down the ice-covered street, turned the next left, then the next right, and halfway down the block, I went up the outside stairs bolted to a run-down music store. The stairs ended at a red door. I fished the keys from my pocket and unlocked the door. Ray was in the middle of the empty living room, wearing only black sweatpants and doing push-ups. Holy shit. My throat went dry, and a wave of heat coursed through my body. Noticing my presence, Ray jumped up and smiled at me. My heart skipped a beat. This man. A thin layer of sweat covered his ripped chest and stomach, making him glisten in the dim overhead light. He reached for the towel on the floor, the lean muscles of his arms and shoulders flexing. As he dabbed his neck, his eyes locked on mine again. Those gray, almost silver eyes that could see inside my soul. His dirty blonde hair was damp, making it look a little darker than it was. Strands stuck to his face, falling down to his sharp jaw. He ran the towel around his square chin, down his throat, across his chest. By all that was holy, this man was so freaking hot. And he was mine. He was my soulmate. I didn't care that the soul bond was gone and we weren't connected anymore. Deep down, I knew Ray and I were meant to be together. Ray's brows pinched.
Erin, what's wrong?
Nothing. I took my heavy coat and my hoodie off. It was cold outside, and I felt the need to hide when I was sneaking around. I threw my hoodie on the floor and walked to Ray. Nothing at all. I rose on tiptoes, wound my arms around his neck, and planted a kiss on his chin. Ray hissed before snaking his hands around my waist, dipping into me, and covered my mouth with his. Holy! I melted into him, rather aroused by his musk scent mixed with his sweat.
This wasn't why you came,
he whispered against my mouth. I bit his lower lip. Can you blame me?